Gals, I apologize for that brief intermission, um, but I did just download TMG's latest released mods, and want to show them off. You guys are, well aware that I've played with TMG, um, Austin from TNG specifically, and Jay, Johnny, one of the fellas that I actually had just bought the Mandel off Polygonish, has been working on a Mandel. Um, why is that not showing up? Either way. So, without further ado, here you guys go. This is the Mandel, or Medill, or however you want to call it. 2850C. So he's got a different grapple on it. We'll see how that works. I do like, everything looks pretty good. The only thing that I do see is just a little bit of a gap here. No big deal. Can bring that into Blender and get that fixed up. Take a look inside real quick. You got a pretty nice looking cab, very minimalist. I see that they don't like, I don't know how these work with the forward and reverse with the pedals and whatnot. I don't know how the levers are. Just never being in a log loader. So I'm thinking they just shrunk them down to get them out of your sight. That's fine with me. Doesn't really bother me much. It's kind of one of them objects that's there, but I look around it type of deal. Same thing with the joysticks. They're not there. If you don't like that, you can add them in. Do like how we put the gauge cluster, which I think is off another model, but either way, excellent. And yeah, very boxy rattle box, I'm guessing, just like it would be in real life. Little sight windows down there, very cool. And yeah, I'll give you guys a little startup. I do like how it's quiet in the cab, a little louder outside. Track noise, you guys can hear the difference. That's huge. Gauges do not seem to work, but they're aesthetically, it's nice to see it. At least it would be nice to have them working, but can understand. All right, let's take a look at the head and the desync. We do have a little bit of desync on it, not too bad. Head seems to function pretty well. Seems to grab pretty well. I've never used a head like this, so we're gonna see how that does. Just got plenty of strength. An overwhelming amount of strength, to be honest. No, that's cool. We'll see how it does with the full lengthers and whatnot when we get back over there. And we'll give this guy a shout, or a try. So once again, that is TMG logging. I don't know if it's TMG modding or what it is. Diecast Dan, hello and welcome. So this is available probably on every single modding site tomorrow or today if you guys are watching this on YouTube. But it is solely available on TMG's Facebook page. So go on Facebook, type in TMG, you'll see the link. Alright, next we've got something that I really should have highlighted from the beginning, and I do apologize to my good buddy Zombie. who had made this truck. But absolute beaut, and this is why I really haven't used it, because it's too beautiful for what we do. But it is a beautiful, beautiful Pete. He's completely customized. You know, a lot of you guys have already got this, checked it out. But I mean, old school plate, that's cool. Either way, beautiful mod. You can't really say anything bad ever about Zombies mods. He's come a long way in a short amount of time, that's for sure. You know, not needing other people's help. He's very, very independent now. And he, you know, everything kind of shows. I mean, he's got his little logo on the windows. He's got it everywhere. So, if you guys are looking for this, it is now Ridgecrest Modding or Ridgecrest Logging. I've got to double check that, and I do apologize, Zombie. He's just like me with YouTube names when I first started. He's still going through the pains of trying to figure out a name. So yeah, this is the interior. You got the beautiful American flag in the background. Absolutely love that about this truck. LED lights all the way around. Let me see if it's got high beams here. Alright, so you got the low, you got the high. They're not scripted in, but either way, I don't care. Beautiful truck. It's a shame I won't actually use it all that much because it's just too beautiful. I mean, bobbing up and down the logging road, I don't. It's too low, and he knows I pick on him about it all the time. And yeah, so if you guys want this, once again, it is on Ridgecrest Logging Facebook page. And he's got a couple released mods on that Facebook as well. And the next mod, and I don't run Super Bees. I'm not much for the I don't know, I don't see them. It's not a local deal with me. But this is also TMG modding or logging. They released the Mandel and the Super Bees today. So this is the other trailer in that download link, and there are two of them. I'll let you guys see that. So the Mandel power clamp that we first reviewed is 154,000. No upgrades. Lease 13,500. And then you got the Arctic Super Bee front and the Arctic Super Bee pub or pup. I need a beer. No, I never moved pictures from the Discord, buddy. I do know that there was a funny fella in there yesterday, and I am kind of afraid that he did mess with some stuff. We'll get into that later. So, we'll buy this guy just to kind of show y'all. Because some of you guys, I mean, I'm sure run the Super Bees. I just, like I said, I'm not all that into the Super Bees. You know, you get the extra one. It looks like they got a little carry script there, so you can pick that guy up, set him in there maybe. Basic modeling, but functionality is where it counts, and we'll give them a shot, or we'll give it a shot. I'm not going to run the back, obviously. I don't know what these guys are for here. That might be stupid, and I should probably know it, but I'm not sure. So we'll give them a shot and see how they run. Well, let me get this guy out of the road. I know I've got links off on the Discord, just because when you have randoms coming in posting links to specific websites, or you know, a website that brings you somewhere else, you don't want that, and I don't want that kind of power going out there and somebody clicking on it. And not really that I'd be at fault for you clicking on it, but you know, I want it to be a safe spot. So anything that we post, you guys know it's safe, and when a random does it, there's no clue. So try to keep it as minimalistic as possible for y'all. Oh, for the wheels on the pup, I should have probably thought about that. So I do notice, yeah, she does have a really, that's an issue that I have seen with a couple of their mods. That Dozer in particular does the same exact thing. I almost think it's the same exact script. I'm not sure, and I'm not calling them out by any means on it, but you know, let me sell that guy. What else did I want to do here? Oh, sell that. Pup. All right. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was when Farming Sim 17 came out. It was like one of the first weeks it came out, because I was just logging with the standard equipment. We had over 900 people watching. And then we got trolled. And we got trolled hard, and that's when I had to shut the Discord down to Patreons only and to Twitch. And I am taking a very risky move by putting it on Twitch, but I'm trying to get the followers up, trying to get everything on the uppity up with Twitch, just because YouTube is still being a pain. Did have one good day last week. No, 2 weeks ago now. I believe when Gold Rush came out, that little horrible video that I had done actually did do pretty well in the analytics, right around 2,300. Why would I leave that there? Everything else has just been an absolute flop, so I don't know. Still trying to figure it out, to be honest. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, let me get this guy. I don't want to dent up that new bumper. Yeah, push it with a grill. That's good. Good for it. See if I can lock this sucker down now. Probably not. I really don't know what the heck I was thinking when I did this. If that was me, it doesn't really matter who it was, but what that person was thinking. Yeah. Not gonna happen. Get this guy out of here. Let me see if I can move that with this truck again. Push her down the hill if I can. Oh, perfect. We're gonna load it. Oh, come on. Where are you? Right there. Alright. Come on. High center. Well, you can count on that to work every time, can't you? Alright. I believe this is why I left this skidder down here, as not exactly functional as that is. It does make for a good little piece to keep the equipment flowing down here for the most part. Alright, so let's try to not get caught up here. Turn, trailer, turn. Oh, I did it again. I gotta take that off. I hardly ever use it. Yeah, I've went over that quite a few times now, Dominate. YouTube has completely kicked the can for me. Luckily, the demonetizations have kind of subsided. Of course, now I just jinxed myself, but yeah, for the demonetization sake and the just removing content, period. Because I say God bless in the end of my videos. I didn't talk all that great about Hillary Clinton on one video, I think it was. I don't know. Probably this video will be banned or blacklisted because I mentioned her name, but frig it. Gotta live my life. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna conform with what they want. Oh yeah, that's perfect. This thing is way oversized. Either it's way oversized or this trailer is way undersized. I'd like to know what the scale is. I mean, it looks... Yeah. No. It looks way too overscaled, I think. I mean, you look at the cab of this truck, all depending on the scaling of the game, you know. Look at the cab of the truck versus the cab on that Mandel, or Madill. Potato, huh? And, yeah. I think she may be a bit large. We hung up on something or what? Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, it's kind of half my issue is without making a video, uploading it to YouTube, taking it down, uploading it to YouTube to let my YouTube subscribers know that I'm live on Twitch. You know, that's another one of them things that's really kind of hurting me. But at the same time, you know, an upload, even if it's freaking 5 minutes, can take me freaking, you know, a half hour, and then you've got to deal with YouTube and their processing time. So by the time all that's done, my video, my live stream will either be half over or over, you know. So it's one of them deals that I don't know. I mean, I guess I could do it from my phone, and people will kind of get used to my time, because it even excuse me, sorry guys, even my time on Twitch that I've got underneath, I got to change all that, because I get done at work, or I get done work right around 5 o'clock, and you know, I've got the stream times up there from 6 o'clock. Well, that's what I was able to do earlier when we were still on, you know, the 3 o'clock shift. We're getting done at 3:30. Because, you know, getting everything set up, I mean, that takes almost double the time that the stream does, just to try to get some content ready for everybody. It's kind of like this, you know, I looked at all the modding sites. I checked on all the Facebook groups that I normally follow. TMG is, you know, one of them ones that I'll kind of hop in there, see what they're up to, hop back out. I go over to FDR's website, see if he's got anything new, even though I probably could just check his YouTube out. But I just don't really have the time to do the whole YouTube check around, or, you know, you get lost in YouTube and start watching the video, and then, you know, the night's over with. So, either way, it is what it is. I'm gonna do what I can do, and if I can't put up a video to YouTube letting people know about the stream, then I can't, and I've got to hope that some randoms pop in and, you know, enjoy the content. Because the guys on YouTube don't, either don't want to come over here to Twitch, or they just don't know the time, so. That's kind of one of them other excuses that I really say people can't have about the time, because the time is in the top right. It's Eastern time, so. You know, it's kind of like, what map are you playing? You look at the title of it, the interior, but You know, I'm not going to try to throw stones about it because I just don't want the drama. The turbo or turbine sound, that is, I believe, the Mandel. What happened to Serious? Serious Mods is doing great work still. When I switched over to farming, he switched over to farming, just like Zombie Dogs, and Serious is enjoying farming so much that he's sticking with farming for a while. Now, I don't know if that means that he's not going to do any more logging stuff. I hope that doesn't mean that he's not going to do any more logging stuff, but either way, you got to give people their space, and I'm still talking with him. Every now and then, I give him a little ring on the Facebook or Steam, but it's one of them you can't push people. You can't, you know, be asking for things that doesn't pertain to what they're doing by any means. So oh. Yeah, well, now if you're following me, if you're subscribed to me, supposedly you get an alert. Now, I don't know if that means email. I wish it meant an email, just because that would kind of click in my head. But, you know, if your email's anything like mine, sometimes my phone alerts me that I got an email. Sometimes it alerts me that I have 10. So, you know, emails definitely happened in between there. But it's one of them deals where, like I said, if I go live on YouTube during ATS, I can't run music. During this game, I can't run music. But because logging is such a love thing on YouTube, I don't run music on it. So, you know, it kind of sucks because the music does get me more inclined to play the game a little bit, because it makes it easier for whatever reason. It just it gets me a little bit more involved in it. You know, having a little bit of something going on in the background, kind of like multiplayer. You know, without multiplayer, half of these videos wouldn't even be possible, because a lot of these guys give me things to talk about. You know, after doing it for so long and really not having the time to be up and up. You know, like, for instance, Mr. Moose, he's, you know, you watch his videos, and he can really go off about just random things. He just, you know, he's up with all the latest and greatest stuff, and, you know, and I'm not picking on Mr. Moose by any means, or, you know, any of the other guys. You know, if it's something they're passionate for, they're gonna look into it and keep up with it. Unfortunately, I just can't do it, so it's not really anything anything I can do about it. You know, I got a full-time job and all that other happy stuff that y'all know about and hear about it just about in every single video. But that goes back to what to talk about. So, I don't know. I appreciate y'all following. I appreciate the cooperation between the YouTube and the Twitch. To 311 of you guys, thank you so much. I do very much appreciate it, and as soon as I get everything financially situated, I'd love to start doing some giveaways, especially on Twitch, because it's just so much more user and viewer oriented than YouTube. But I mean, I kind of got out of the whole giveaways after I bought, you know, Moose back in the day when we were really tight, and both were doing YouTube, and I kind of had started him off, helped him get going with Landy. You know, we'd go and buy $50, $100 worth of DLC off Steam or Farming Sim in general, and give them away in streams. And the problem with it is either people didn't have PC, they didn't have Steam, or, you know, this, that, or the other thing. So I had, you know, $50 worth of DLC stuck in my store, and I had to keep trying to pawn it off, or if I got somebody new in the game, I'd give them one of them, because the guys that won it never contacted me. You know, I might have given away 3. Oh no. I might have given away 3 or 4 copies of the game now to stream guys, and I probably given away, oh well, I can't even really give you an exact number, but probably around that or double to just guys that come in to the Discord, need it or want to play it, or, you know, when I have it. Oh, there we go. Well, that's the first little cleanup thingy we'll do here. Then we'll give that a try. The Mandel. And as far as Zombies Truck and Trailer, I think we will get to that in the next one, just because I am running a little bit short on time. It's already 8 o'clock. Boy's definitely going to be getting ready for bed here, and I definitely want to see my little buddy a little bit more than what I did earlier, obviously. So we'll get that Mandel crawled up here. He trying to poke at me? How does it notify you, Diecast? Or Dan? Does it notify you by Steam? Or Steam? Your email? Email for you? Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad deal. Like I said, if it goes through. Oh, you got a banner on your iPhone. That's smart. That's real smart. I have to check that out. Still got the allergies. I'm sure you guys can hear that little nose whistle there every now and then, and I do apologize for it. But it's allergies. There's nothing I can do, and this mic picks up frickin', you know, I'm surprised it doesn't pick up the TV in the neighbor's house, to be honest, so. Dylan Anderson, thank you for the follow, my friend. I do very much appreciate it. I do see it down at the bottom bar there. I try to glance at that every once in a while, and I do know that many are, wow, ADI there. Followed right before, must have been the last stream or so, so thank you so much for the follow, buddy. Especially during hay season, you know, I absolutely love being out there in the field, baling and everything, and it's hard work, but I love it. And it's one of them I'll freaking do it, and the sneezing and everything else will just start, and boy, oh boy, am I screwed up for days afterward. Remember, I went out and helped a high school buddy of mine last year do it. Him and his wife were out there doing it for their horses. And just stopped over to be a good friend, you know, see what the heck they were up to and give them a little hand. And let me tell you what, that was I was in rough shape for a while after that one. That was the worst when I was working at John Deere and we had the balers come in. They'd still have one in the press. There we go. Oh, get out of there, will you? Did you? I'm losing this whole load of logs right in front of my eyes here. Alright, well, we'll let that go. Not much we can do with it. This claw, a little bit funky for me to use. Oh my goodness, look at it go. Look at it go. What a mess. Alright. Let me try. No, it's bouncing. Oh goodness. That's not good. Oh frig. How the heck is it doing what it's doing? The truck's not moving. I don't understand that. It's almost... really, I'm to the point now where I almost have to sell this trailer, which is exactly what I'm going to do, because I've dealt with this before, and pulling every single log out of there is going to be absolutely horrendous. Alright, so I have had that issue before. And I don't know if it's the locking script or what it is, but at least we got another truck down here, so we'll grab that up. Mini-Me, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Where is that truck from? That is a, like, alpha stage build right now from Johnny. And Johnny let me know that he will give me the download links to his yarder and his truck when they come out. The first person that is actually going to get them, and if you guys have not went over and checked it out, Rambo145, once again, go and check him out. Get onto his website, check out his mods that he's been building. Salt of the earth guy, and some need for followers, subscribers, and some love for his mods. So go check him out and let him know Rubberside Down sent you. I do appreciate that, because I do like helping out some of the other modders out there I really don't get a chance to talk to, and he is one of the few modders out there that I do really respect. He does really try, and you know, he's one of the modders like Johnny that, like I said, is more of a inventor and less of a polisher. And I'd love to get him some support over there. He's doing some great work for us. And like I said, he was that was the first working winch that I actually got, was from Rambo145. So Alright, we're not going to screw around with that. Let's get up here and load some logs. I want to see how this Mandel's going to do. See if I got to get the other head for it. Because I don't know if I like this head yet or not. I know I don't know. They gave me a cat, and I've got it, or I don't know if it was a cat or a tiger cat. I don't know who put the skin on it. I believe it was a cat, and they had this power clam on it, and it functioned alright. It did, yeah, it's doing the same thing it did. But it just, something about it was glitchy or something. Yeah, this is a lot narrower spread on this guy too. I gotta remember that. Okay, let me hop out of here real quick and make sure F1. Make sure we actually unfold these this time. Will it still unfold? It's still running good. Alright. That's not a bad spot there. I don't know what we got going on here. Them logs are way too long. But it's not wanting to bite onto the log for some reason. A little bit of a jitter head effect too, so I may have to do a little bit of tweaking with her. Which is to be expected. I'm pretty picky. But for you guys out there that, you know, don't have logging equipment, you know, this will definitely help in the realism for you guys. One more step for you. This is like a one log pickup type of deal here. I'm not a one log picker upper. Oh, it's getting fixed. Yeah, it doesn't want to grab on. I don't know. It would rather push them down than grab onto them. Kind of odd. Yeah, this might be one for the, not the scrap pile by all means, but, or by any means, but one for Zombie or Rambo or whoever get a hold of and make some magic happen with it, because it does work. I may just not be used to it, and really about the gist of it here. I haven't had any seat time by myself with it, so it's always hard to, you know, try out a new mod in front of a live audience without being able to tinker and find out what works with it and what doesn't. The head does jitter a lot. It's not actual lag on my end, guys. The head is just kind of jittering around here. Doesn't like my fast turning style. See, like right here, I should be able to grab on to absolutely everything, but it doesn't. It wants to push. So, I think that just has something to do with the tension. Not a big deal. I know Johnny had an issue with that on an excavator there. Put that there. No, I don't, because these lugs are going backwards again, I think. Either that or I'm loading them just a little bit too far back. Alright, let me try to grab you. Alright. Now let me try to push this guy forward. I might have a little bit too long a log in here for this Super B. I'll take a look. Oops. I will take a look at the how we're riding in the truck. Yeah, it might be riding a little bit too close there. Yeah. So I recommend with these trailers, if you guys pick them up, to go with a 6-meter log, because I'm running 7s, I believe, 7s or 8s, and they fit good on Sirius's Arctics, but the Super B from TMG likes 6-meter apparently. Easy there, easy. And it's got the whole pushing the log issue. That's a big issue we got with a lot of mods. Like strength. Talked about that strength in the beginning. I don't know what I'm hitting there. Some type of collision. See if they just drop in. Nope, they don't, because I wasn't even in it. Oh man, newbie mistake there. It's like I did that once already. Oh no, them were too long. Never mind. So we'll grab them up after I move that trailer. That was my bad. Some type of collision issue there, huh? not so much. I have to get back in my Tiger Cat to get the feeling back for picking up logs again, man. This is just different. Goodness, pick it up. Alright, well, either way, I'd love to get it all cleaned up, but it is already 8:30 for me. So, well, I parked that beautiful on. Let me get this shut off here. Old hoss. We'll get the rest of this cleaned up another night, and I am going to go see my little boy before he goes to bed, guys. So thank you so very much for coming in, being a part of the little stream again. So Raven, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to have you. And yeah, thank you all so much for the love and support, and we will see you next time. God bless.